Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar co-organized by Malaysian Palm Oil Council, MPOC, Thai UC Sustainable Development Society and AIMST University. Thank you for joining us. We are students from Thai UC and AIMST University today. My name is Suchi, the president of Thai UC Sustainable Development Society. I'll be your moderator for today's webinar. As we know, palm oil production is vital for the economy of Malaysia, as we are the second leading producer of palm oil worldwide after Indonesia. The goal of this event is to introduce the benefits of Malaysian palm oil to you guys, and hopefully everyone could start building a healthy lifestyle and diet, as well as choosing the correct cooking oil. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the comment section. Our speakers will bring them up during the Q&A section at the end. Please also mention that which university are you from when you are asking your question. Please also stay until the end of this webinar for your attendance. Now, I would like to introduce our speakers for today's session. Mr. Lucas Lim is the co-founder and consultant dietitian of Dietitian 90 Consultancy, which is the first dietitian consultation firm specialized in diabetes care in Malaysia. He has practiced his profession as a clinical dietitian in numerous government and private hospitals. He is also a certified HRDF trainer and a certified diabetes educator who graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Dietetic and Dietitian from the National University of Malaysia in 2016. Hello, Mr. Lucas. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Suchi. Thanks for the introduction.
Next, we have Miss Anna Zulkifli. She is currently an executive attached with the Science, Environment and Sustainability Division of MPOC, a team member of the Environment and Sustainability section. Her current portfolio includes issues on the environment, sustainability, and wildlife conservation in the palm oil industry. She is trained as a wildlife ecologist, graduated with an MSc in Ecology from University Malaysia Sarawak in 2013. Hello, Miss Anna. It's nice to have you here.
Yeah.
Without further ado, we will now turn the time over to Mr. Lucas.
Hi, everyone. Wow, I can see a lot of you from Thai UC as well as AIMST University as well. So welcome. My name is Lucas here. So today, I will share about Malaysian palm oil. Okay, so Malaysian palm oil industry is one of the main pillars of our country economy. So actually, Sawit Anugerah Tuhan SAT is launched, okay, to promote the sustainability of Malaysian palm oil industry, to raise the public awareness on the important role and the contribution in palm oil industry, and to address the anti-palm oil campaign. So to know more about this campaign, let's watch the video of Sawit Anugerah Tuhan.
Asalnya Nun dari Afrika Barat, tiba di Malaya dengan nilai tersirat. Mulanya menawan menghiasi laman, semakin menyerlah dengan tukaran zaman. Sawit, nama yang cukup berharga. Minyak diperolehi didagangkan ke dunia. Minyak sawit penuh nutrisi. Ketahanannya pasti di suhu tinggi. Juadah lazat rasanya asli. Hadirnya tidak mudah ditandingi. Kini tampil mampan berkualiti. Sungguh gah sumbangan ekonomi. Inilah sawit membawa untung. Ribuan pekebun tumpang bergantung. Syukur dilimpahi rezeki berpanjangan. Anak-anak menimba ilmu, menempa kejayaan. Dengan kajian dan penyelidikan berterusan, sawit dihargai untuk pelbagai kegunaan. Daripada barangan bukan makanan, hingga kesejahteraan tubuh badan. Sawit, nadi kehidupan Malaysia. Industri sawit adalah milik kita. Inilah sawit, penuh keunggulan. Inilah sawit, anugerah Tuhan.
Wow, that's a great video that to show everyone about our Sawit Anugerah Tuhan campaign. So I wish this will have a clearer picture for everyone to know what is the objective and the detail about Sawit Anugerah Tuhan. So wow, I can see everyone is from Penang. Yeah, I'm also from Penang as well. So you can say hi to me in the comment. So today I will be sharing about healthy eating with Malaysian palm oil, and as I'm a dietitian as well. So if you are interested to know more about healthy eating, say yes, okay, in the comment. I will share more about it later. So before talking about healthy eating with Malaysian palm oil, let's talk about the history. Where is our Malaysian palm oil come from? Actually, Malaysian palm oil in industry in Malaysia is already started more than 100 years ago, and it's founded by a Frenchman, okay, in Batam Berjuntai, which is in Selangor, okay. So before this, just let everyone have to know, palm oil, we saw it in the supermarket, we saw it in the grocery shop, there's oil, okay, but where is it from? Is it from the leaf or is it from the trunk? Actually, the answer, the oil is extract from the fruits. Yeah, so like usually when we see Malaysian palm oil is extracted from the flesh. You see, when we extract the fruits, it's like an apple. Okay, there's a flesh and there's a seeds. So if we extract the flesh, we get the palm oil. If we extract from the seeds, we get the palm kernel oil. Later, I will explain in detail in nutrition term what are the difference between them. Okay, so let's have a wild guess, everyone. Okay, I hope everyone can have more engagement with me. Okay, so there's only three fruits oil. Okay, come everybody, have a wild guess. What type of oil is extracted from the fruits? Okay, let's have a wild guess and comment below. Okay, three types of fruits oil. Okay, now I'll see your comment. How is it goes? Okay, yeah, everyone can have a guess. Yeah, three fruits oil. Okay, which means the oil is extract from the fruits type. Because like other plant oil is extract from different parts of it, but these three types of oil is extracted from the fruits. Okay, wow, Hui Peng said avocado oil. That's good. Okay, anyone else who would like to have a wild try? No marks deducted. Don't worry. Okay, so the answer review. Okay, olive oil. That's good. Okay, olive oil. Okay, avocado oil, olive oil. Okay, so the answer is one is palm oil. Okay, the second one is our olive oil, and the third one is avocado oil. Wow, that's great from you guys. Okay, yeah. So there's only three fruits oil in the market. Okay, so now we know about palm oil. Okay, so but how it affects our health? So before we're talking about oil and health, let's everyone know the definition of health. Okay, yeah. So actually, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. It's not merely the absence of disease, which means today, if your body don't have disease, but you keep on stress, okay, you are not considered healthy as well. A person is considered healthy, which means you are physically, you are mentally, and you are socially well. That is the definition of healthy. Are you all healthy? If you are healthy, please comment healthy. Okay? Yeah, to see how it goes. So today, to be healthy, the main factors is from where? Is from our lifestyle as well as from our diet. Yes, today our lifestyle and our diet will determine the health. Because it's a very simple question. Today, is for example, we said we get food poisoning, we will vomit. Okay, what we will think of? You will think of, oh, yesterday what food that I had. You see, no matter what we do, we'll relate back to the food. Or today, you see, those ladies, I put on weight already. So you all will think of, oh, maybe recently I had too much of food or I didn't exercise. You see, no matter what disease, we will going back to lifestyle and diet. Wow, UC students and AIMST students are so healthy. Good. Okay. So, but today, our lifestyle and diet are totally opposite. Because today, our lifestyle and diet, first, we are very stressed, right? Second, we are very sedentary because sometimes we have like now COVID, we can't exercise. So a lot of them, they can't go out for jogging. Then at home, they take it a reason, I don't go for exercise. Third, we eat a lot of deep fried food. Okay, so drinks as well as we said fast food, Grab food, Food Panda, right? Yeah. So actually now I usually tell my client, it's no longer a lifestyle. All this is we all usually say is live with style, right? Wow, today I eat bubble milk tea, then I take a picture instead of it. Everyone wants to style. But if too style of this lifestyle, what will it cost? Okay. It will cause a lot of disease. One of the disease is what we call stroke. That's why last time I practiced in hospital, as young as 25 years old, a person gets stroke. Last time in our mind, a stroke person is maybe 60 and above, but now no more. As young as 25 years old, they have a stroke already due to high cholesterol. Okay? Easily to get wrinkle, heart blockage, dialysis, diabetic, as well as obesity. So today we could see how our lifestyle, and if we didn't control our lifestyle and our diet well, it will end up to have all these diseases. Is it scary, guys? Yeah, if it's scary, if you are worried about it, you just put it worried. Okay? Yeah, then I can know. Good, everyone is healthy here. So actually, to eat healthy, is it hard? Because to eat healthy, a lot of people will think of, oh, it's expensive, it's no life, I just take vegetables only. It's wrong. Okay? That's why you need to see a dietitian, because the dietitian here will teach you just a simple step to be eating healthy and eating wisely. Yeah, you are worried. Yes, that's good. Ewan is also worried. Yeah, everyone is worried because we only have one health, right? So actually, to eat healthy is what we eat, the food choices, is when we eat and how we eat it. Because a lot of time, it can make a summary is a very simple. Because today, a person have diseases and obesity, I would say, because they eat the wrong food choice, they eat the wrong time, because they like to eat supper, or they skip meals, and they eat very fast. These three factors will cause them to develop obesity. That's why eating wisely is not about, oh, I cannot eat this, I cannot eat that. It's about what you eat, when to eat, and how to eat it. Yes. So now we go back to fats. Today, there's a lot. In our body, we need a lot of nutrients, carbohydrates, protein. But today, we will focus more on fats. Okay? Because a lot of people will think that, oh, I'm fat, so I don't take fats. So that's why a lot of people, they compromise their quality of life. They feel, I'm fat already, so I don't take fried food, so I steam chicken, I steam vegetables only. Is that good? No, it's not good. Why? Because if you don't add fats into our diet, what will it cause? It will cause a lot of problem. Later, I will explain to everyone what is the side effect of not having the good fat. Okay, so what is the important role of fats in our diet? Okay, so there's two functions of fats for our food and for our body. Okay, yeah, for our food, why we want to have a fat is because first, we want to have a good texture, right? Enhance the taste and enhance the stability. Because trust me, if you really eat steamed food, if you eat steamed vegetables, how long can you eat it? 1 week? For sure, you will say next time when you look at fried chicken, you will take additional more because it's too restrictive. Okay, so we must have a balance. So the function of fat is to have a good food texture. Then how about our body? So actually, fats is help us to supply enough energy. That's why a lot of my clients who they want to slim down very fast, they don't take fats. You can see they are very tired easily one. Okay. Second, if you don't have fats in your body, a lot of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, K vitamins cannot be absorbed. So you are taking, for example, you're taking vitamin, you are taking carrot. Your carrot vitamin A cannot be absorbed. It will just flush out through your toilet only. Yes. So we need to have fats for this to absorption. Then provide essential fatty acid. Essential words here, which means our body cannot produce. It can be obtained from our diet only. That's why a good fat, we can have this omega-3, 6, and 9. And to form hormone and for healthy skin. To form hormone part, I will further emphasize is that a lot of my clients, they're afraid to gain weight. So what they do, they don't take fats, but at the end of the day, you know what happened? For ladies, they will have menstrual irregular. Yeah, they will have their period is not regular. Then for guys, what will it happen? Okay, it will affect your hormone. You will be very frustrated easily. You will be hot-tempered. That's why you see, fats, they play a very important role in our diet. As well as if for those you want anti-aging, you want to look young, fats is also important. But the types of fat is very important. Why? Because not all fats are created equal. That's why a lot of people, they paint a picture saying that, oh, fats is not good. Actually, it's not all fats are good. So today I will break down fats into 3 categories. Okay? So you all can jot down is we have saturated fat, we have unsaturated fat, and we have trans fat. So among these 3 fats, these 3 fats, The bad one is the trans fat. The trans fat is possible, we don't have it at all, is the best. You know, but where does the trans fat come from? Okay, saturated and unsaturated fat, usually we can get it from a natural food. Okay, natural food supply, we can get our unsaturated and saturated fat. But trans fat is from where? It's from those processed food. Okay, what are the processed food? We said the deep fried food, we said junk food, we said fast food. Okay, all these, they are very high in trans fat. And trans fat, when you consume, it will easily make us fat, and easily it will cause heart blockage. Then how about saturated and unsaturated fat? So everyone, if people tell you fat is not healthy, you need to find out which type of fat. You need to ask the person, hey, which type of fat are you referring? But if you're talking about saturated and unsaturated fat, that's no problem, because all are from natural sources. So unsaturated fat are from those vegetable oil. Okay, they are liquid in room temperature, and saturated fat are solid in room temperature, and it's more stable, high melting point. Clear? Okay, so for those who can understand and it's clear here, please write clear in the comment. At least we know you're clear, you are at par with me. Okay, yeah. So a lot of people, besides talking about fats, it will lead us to put on weight. Semua orang nak cantik kan? They all will say about, oh, it will put on weight. But what about our health, our heart? So, you know, we heard before in the advertisement saying that, oh, too high fat, it will cause us to have heart blockage. Because too high of trans fat, it will make our heart block. Okay, so how do heart blockage happen? Because we all will do cholesterol, right? Okay, here, who do a normal blood check every time? Okay, everyone is so clear, good. So who do blood tests every year? If you do blood tests, you say me. Okay, if you do blood tests, you will see you not only measure total cholesterol, you measure LDL and HDL. So it's very simple. LDL, how to differentiate a good and a bad cholesterol? Today I get everyone a simple term. Okay, LDL means lousy cholesterol. L is a bad cholesterol. We know it as lousy cholesterol. H is 好了. Okay, good. Good cholesterol is HDL, lousy cholesterol and 好了 cholesterol. Okay, so what are the differences? LDL is what we call, they will throw rubbish into the drain. HDL, the good cholesterol, it will collect the rubbish thrown by the LDL and it will transfer out from the vessels. So that's why if you do a blood check, if your LDL is too high, it will cause blockage. Okay, because it's simple. If in a city, like for example in Penang, we throw rubbish into the drain, but no one cleaning up, will it cause blockage? Yes, it do. It same to our heart. So today, if we get enough saturated fat and unsaturated fat, it will help us to boost good cholesterol, which is HDL, and it will help us to lower LDL. What caused them to increase our LDL in the body is the trans fat. So everyone can remember, trans fat cause our LDL to increase. So how to increase our HDL is from our saturated and unsaturated fat. So what are the uniqueness of Malaysian palm oil? What are we talking about this? First, okay, the fat profile. So today we know that fat profile is also very important. Why? Because we need to choose the fat profile that is balanced one. So palm oil is naturally a balanced composition of fat, which means they have a balance of unsaturated fat and saturated fat. Yeah, even though like saturated fat, we need to limit it, but with this balance, we can get best of both worlds. Because some of the fats, they have too high of unsaturated fat and little of saturated fat. But this palm oil, it has a 50-50. So it's a good and balanced. Second, the benefit of it is the antioxidant. I recommend this new friend to everyone, okay? Antioxidant is a must for us. Why? To prevent us from aging, to prevent us to have disease. Today, why we are so young and we get so many diseases is because our body lack of antioxidant. Which means our body oxidize or aging. Oxidize in simple term is called aging easily. So antioxidant is what we know as like provitamin A carotenoids, vitamin E. Okay, that is available in the palm oil. That's why it's high in antioxidant, and it's what we call the trans fat free. So it's safe. Okay, it won't cause our LDL to be boosted to be high. Okay, so with this profile, that's why it's good. So just now we know that oil palm fruits, we can extract palm oil and we can extract the palm kernel oil. So today, what are the both is different? It's different in the both of them are also fats, okay, are also oil, but then the difference is the fats composition only. So like we say, palm oil, you have a balance of 50-50 saturated and unsaturated fat, but palm oil, it has a higher saturated fat. Okay, yes. So on top of that, besides we know, palm oil is so good, it has a balanced fat, it has high antioxidant, and it's no trans fat. What else is so good? Because it's very stable. Because now we want to choose a stable food, a stable oil. You know why? Because when we look at this AFC channel, BBC cooking channel, the Western, they use a very low temperature in cooking. But we Asian like to use high temperature for cooking. You see, we like to, bakar, ikan bakar. The fire, the bigger, the tastier the food, right? Yes, that's the reason why it will cause the oil to spoil easily. So this is what we call smoke point. Smoke point in the point is that when you put your oil on the pan and you heat it up, once it releases smoke, this is the point where it start to release toxic. That's what we call smoke point. So we want to choose the oil that is high smoke point, which is more stable. Why smoke point is not good? It's because too high smoke point, first, it will degenerate the oil. You will destroy the vitamins, the antioxidant in it. Second, if the oil is smoked, it means it's already oxidized, which means it will cause cancer in long run. That's why a lot of people, they use the wrong type of oil in wrong type of cooking. Then it smoked easily, it will cause you to have cancer. Like a lot of my clients, they use the wrong oil for cooking. At the end, they have high cholesterol problem because the cholesterol oxidized already. Yeah, so we need to choose the oil that is high in smoke point. Which one? Malaysian palm oil. Because Malaysian palm oil, the smoke point is high, is 235. In normal cooking with stir fry, it's up to 180. So it's 180. Then Malaysian palm oil is very stable. You have a peace of mind. If your heat is up to 230, I think your food will hangus already. Right? Yeah. So actually, even you see oven, the highest it goes is around 300 only. So we know the smoke point is maximum. So if we use palm oil as well, you have a peace of mind because in our normal daily cooking, the highest it goes is only 180. Okay, so it's suitable for all types of cooking. If you want a simple way, why is it have a stable and high smoke point? Because of the balanced composition of fat. Because Malaysian palm oil, it has monosaturated fat and it has unsaturated fat as well. So why is Malaysian palm oil is the best oil for frying? Because first, it has high smoke point, right? How much? 235. Yes. Second is oxidative stable. Third is they have the right stable amount of unsaturated fat and saturated fat. You get the best of both worlds and no trans fat at all. Okay. So the advantage of palm oil over other cooking oil is because first, when you use palm oil to cook, it less absorption of oil, which means it won't absorb. You see some of the fried food, why we say you want to cut down on fried food? Because they absorb a lot. So this one is they will give good texture, but at the same time, it won't absorb that much. Second, is resistant to oxidation and it's less sticky on the wall. You see some of them, if your mother got cook or you all got cook at home, who cook at home? Please say I cook. Okay. So if you all usually cook at home, you all will see after you use some of the oil, your wall will be very sticky, or your pan will be very sticky because it's not volatile. That is the reason. Okay. So this is the advantage of it. So besides we talk about the normal Malaysian palm oil we found in the groceries. Okay. What else we have? Malaysian red palm oil. Okay. Yeah. So who's seen Malaysian red palm oil before? Come, have a raise of hand. Say me. Okay, type in the comment me. Okay, if you have seen red Malaysian palm oil. Okay, so for sure you all, when you go for shopping, you will see, hey, why got Malaysian palm oil and red palm oil? What is the difference? So today you are very blessed to have in this class because we will explain to you what is the difference. So the red palm oil, okay, in terms of the fat composition is the same, but the only difference is the red color. So the red color is not we add into it, but it is naturally occurring the red color. It is what we call a provitamin A carotenoid. Okay, provitamin A carotenoid. Wow, you have seen before. Good. Wow, good to hear that. So okay, so the red palm oil is available in the market. So the good of it is because they have the antioxidant. The added advantage of it. So the red palm oil, why is it the red color is good? It helps us to reduce cancer first, to boost our immune system. As we all know that vitamin A, it can help us to boost our immune system. So this provitamin A, which means it's the precursor, they help us to boost our vitamin A in our body. Second, it helps to boost our heart health, which means because of antioxidant. Just now we have explained, right? Cause of heart disease is because our heart are inflamed. Okay, so we need to boost our heart health with this antioxidant. So our heart will still young at heart, even our age keep increasing. So one of the tips if you want to stay young. So you see, you having red palm oil, okay, you will have a good antioxidant. Is what we call the pro vitamin A carotenoid, 15 times higher than the carrot and 50 times higher than the tomato. So for those like, oh, I don't really take the carrot that much, I don't really take tomato that much, then maybe you can opt for this red palm oil because it has a high antioxidant level in it. Okay, yes. So now we know that Malaysian palm oil, okay, is for cooking. So what else? Okay, what are the other food uses of palm oil? So before I state this, I just want to know, okay, if you don't mind, you all would share what oil do you all use at home? Okay, what cooking oil do you all use at home? Please type in the comment. Okay, yeah, if you use palm oil, then you all say palm oil. So what are other food uses of palm oil? For example, you said we had used in special animal fat replacer. Palm oil is also used as a santan sawit. We use as emulsifier, instant formula, and cheese analog. Okay, we use in all this. But we go back to this santan sawit. We heard that santan is from coconut, but do you know that they also have santan as well, become santan? So now I will introduce this santan sawit video to everyone. Okay.
Santan sawit. Santan sawit merupakan produk hiliran industri sawit yang semakin digemari ramai
dan yang lagi penting, ia mudah didapati di pasar raya.
Jadi, bagaimana terhasilnya santan sawit ni? Santan sawit terhasil daripada minyak sawit bertapis yang melalui proses pengadunan dan penghasilan emulsi.
Jadi sama macam santan kelapa, santan sawit ni terhasil daripada sumber tumbuhan. Bermakna santan sawit ni bebas kolesterol dan juga bebas lemak trans. Jadi apa sebenarnya beza santan kelapa dengan santan sawit?
Santan sawit mengandungi lebih banyak lemak tidak tepu, terutamanya asid olik. Asid olik ni asid lemak yang banyak terdapat dalam minyak zaitun.
Berbanding santan kelapa yang mengandungi lemak tepu seperti lorik dan miristik.
Santan sawit boleh tahan lama bila kita simpan dalam peti sejuk. Kita hanya perlu simpan santan sawit dalam bekas kedap udara pada suhu kurang daripada 5 darjah Celsius. Dan santan sawit tersebut boleh tahan sehingga 3 minggu. Penggunaan santan sawit ni sebenarnya lebih menjimatkan kos berbanding santan kelapa. Jumlah penggunaan santan sawit kebiasaannya adalah kurang berbanding santan kelapa.
Apa je masakan yang kita boleh masak gunakan santan sawit kan?
Santan sawit boleh juga digunakan untuk membuat nasi lemak, kuih muih, masakan kari dan air minuman kegemaran ramai seperti cendol, ABC dan sebagainya. Kesimpulannya, santan sawit merupakan sumber alternatif yang baik kepada santan kelapa kerana penggunaannya yang menjimatkan kos dan boleh memberikan rasa yang sama pada makanan kita.
Yes. So everyone have a better insight of this santan sawit, right? Yeah. So actually, if you see in the market, you can go for a try. Okay, for me, it's no problem. So actually, just a reminder here. Now, I bet everyone here hungry already. Kevin Kong. Yeah, the food look nice, right? So we all know that the benefit of fats. Okay, we need to choose a good fats. Now everyone know is what type of good fats. Okay, we have a good fat choice, and besides palm oil, the other foods they also use this palm oil to do as well. So besides we're talking about foods, what else in our daily life? So you see, palm oil is so important that it's not only in the oil itself or in the food products, and it's also in the non-food products. So I believe now you are in a room or in your hostel, you have a look at your surrounding. I bet a lot of, I think 70 to 80% of your products are made up of palm oil, like cereal bun, food sauces, cakes, muffin, ice cream, household detergent, cosmetic, skincare. All these are also made up of palm oil. Okay? So before I end this, just a reminder to everyone. I bet with this sharing with every one of you, and thanks for everyone using, some of them using palm oil, olive oil. Okay, that's good. So just a reminder to everyone. I bet now that everyone have a better concept on fats. Okay, the types of fats. Okay, which one to choose. Okay, trans is the bad one. Saturated and unsaturated is the good one. Okay. So besides we're talking about the types of fats we use, and a reminder, regardless how good it is, we must also limit the amount, a correct portion. Okay, a correct portion must be used. So besides we know the types of fat is good, and we also know what is inside Malaysian palm oil, why we choose Malaysian palm oil, okay, and the benefits of it. But no matter what, food portion is the key, and balance variety is the key. Okay, so I hope I will provide a good insight for everyone. Everyone learned something today from our Malaysian palm oil and the role of fats in our body. Thank you. So Miss Shuchi, I pass it back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas, for the informative and interesting sharing with us. Now, I'll pass the floor to Miss Anna for her sharing.
Okay, thank you, Suchi. Very good afternoon to everyone. So just now you have listened to Lucas explaining the health and nutritional benefits of palm oil. So now allow me to take you through the other side, the story of the world's most popular and some say hated crop, the oil palm and its controversy. So the palm oil story today is one story that we Malaysians should be proud of. Today, 3 billion people in 150 countries use products containing palm oil. Malaysia is the second largest producer of palm oil, providing livelihood to millions of Malaysians, including more than 500,000 small farmers. Its socio-economic contribution is immense. Our Felder initiative is one of the best in uplifting extreme poverty, and its success is recognized by the World Bank. The palm oil industry is a very heavily regulated industry under the jurisdiction of the Ministry of Plantation Industries and Commodities. So key agencies under the MPIC includes MPOB, which is the research and licensing body, Malaysian Palm Oil Certification Council, acting as the certification council, and then we have the Malaysian Palm Oil Council, which is a promotion council. So what is the first thing that comes into your mind when we hear the word palm oil or oil palm? Is it good? Yes, of course, we cannot deny the fact that palm oil is an important source of income to our country. You have also heard earlier the nutritional benefits of palm oil. Is it bad? Most of us here must have heard that palm oil is bad for your health. Palm oil is high in cholesterol and saturated fats. Palm oil is bad for the environment. Palm oil is the major cause of deforestation, and so many more negativity. The word palm oil is always so full of negativity, and that's why I'm here today to at least correct this misinformation and also providing the facts backed by science. So, why is palm oil so popular and talked about? So palm oil is the most popular vegetable in the oil, accounting to more than 30% of the world's supply of oils and fats. It is also the most efficient and productive vegetable oil. It means that palm oil occupies the smallest area while producing the most volume of oil per hectare of land. And why is palm oil considered by many to be bad? The bad reputation of palm oil comes just because they are a tropical oil. They are planted in areas where rainforests are located. So therefore, just like any other agricultural crops, there is a certain amount of deforestation or land clearing that will occur in order to plant these crops. The anti-palm oil campaign actually started in the West because of how the palm oil has taken over the oils and fats market. So basically threatening their local rapeseed and sunflower oil industry. So the impact of anti-palm oil campaign is very damaging. In Europe, for example, there is a push for policymakers to implement barriers or further discriminate against palm oil in order to stop palm oil from entering their country. So another example here is the proliferation of palm oil free labels. So these labels are placed on products to inform consumers that there is no palm oil in their products, and it is actually considered illegal under the food law. So you might even find some of these labels in our local supermarket shelves. So, the anti-palm oil campaign first started to spread misinformation, particularly on health, spreading news that palm oil is unhealthy, it is full of saturated fats, which is linked to cardiovascular diseases. And then later on in the early 2000s, environmentalists started attacking the palm oil industry, accusing it of deforestation as well as other environmental issues. So, is palm oil the biggest contributor to deforestation? So the answer is no, it is not. In fact, the biggest contributor to deforestation is actually livestock. Livestock uses 190 times more land than oil palm. So here is also another study showing livestock to be the biggest culprit of deforestation. So another common perception is that palm oil is bad for the environment and is destroying habitats of orangutans and elephants. So habitat fragmentation has caused wildlife species such as these elephants here to encroach into human settlements and destroying agricultural crops. So the Western NGOs love to use orangutans as the anti-palm oil mascot to evoke emotions of the general consumers like you. They say that 300 soccer fields are being destroyed every hour. This would mean that 1.8 million hectares of forests are cleared every year. So if that statement is true, we won't even have any forest left in Malaysia right now. Next, they also say that 25 orangutans are lost every day. So orangutan population in Malaysia, particularly in Sabah, has been stable for the past 15 years. So if 25 orangutans are lost every day, we would have lost more than 9,000 individuals a year. And then it would have been extinct by now. Malaysia is committed to keep at least 50% of our forests intact. We have recorded about 40 species of mammals and more than 200 species of birds living within the oil palm landscapes and its surroundings. The oil palm plantation has the most diverse biodiversity among the oil crops. The oil palm industry is also committed to safeguard our biodiversity in various ways through good agricultural practices and integrated pest management. Not only that, oil palm plantation also retains critical areas for wildlife conservation. For example, keeping high conservation value forests, as well as riverine buffers as habitat and migratory corridors for wildlife. The establishment of the Malaysian Palm Oil Green Conservation Foundation reinforces the industry's commitment towards biodiversity and wildlife conservation. So this foundation is an agency under the ministry tasked to support reforestation as well as conservation programs in our country. So what are the current projects? These include 1 million forest tree planting program that's in Sabah, as well as the Borneo Elephant Conservation Program in Sabah. In Peninsular Malaysia, we have the Tiger Conservation Program. Besides these major programs, there are also many other stakeholders, including plantation companies, non-governmental organizations, as well as the academia, working as partners in conservation. Besides issues on wildlife, the anti-palm oil campaigns also use peatlands as an issue to attack the palm oil industry. They say that there should be no planting on peat, as peatland draining leads to massive carbon emissions. So in Malaysia, there are many regulated guidelines as well as best management practices applied in order to plant oil palm trees on peatlands. In fact, the Malaysian palm oil industry is one of the most regulated industry in the world, which simply means we cannot simply deforest or clear any land, and these include peatlands, to plant oil palm. So for your information, the palm oil industry is also committed to cap or to limit oil palm planted areas at 6.5 million hectares by 2023. Currently, we have a oil palm planted area of 5.9 million hectares. So, after hearing the points earlier, here comes the next big question. Should we then boycott palm oil? Should we? So the answer is simply no. Research has shown that boycotting palm oil is a step backward, as it would definitely lead to more deforestation for other crops. So just imagine if everyone here boycotts palm oil and buy other oils. Just look at the amount of land needed to replace palm oil. So this will definitely lead to more deforestation elsewhere, and therefore the problem is not solved. So as a result of the scrutiny the industry gets, it is then the first crop to be certified sustainable. There are now various certification schemes available supplying certified sustainable palm oil to the world. Major schemes include our very own Malaysian standard, which is the MSPO, or Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil. And then we also have the Roundtable of Sustainable Palm Oil, or RSPO. It is the first sustainability scheme for palm oil. And then we also have the International Sustainability and Carbon Certification, which certifies palm oil for renewable energy. So, what is sustainable palm oil all about? Sustainable palm oil is based on good agricultural, social, and environmental practices. These include a commitment to transparency on these various environmental, social, and legal issues. For example, workers' rights, forced labor, no child labor, no deforestation, zero burning, as well as no planting on peatland. So last but not least, did you know that of the 7 commodity sectors driving deforestation, palm oil companies are doing the most to alleviate their environmental impact? So this actually shows the commitment of the industry in contributing to climate action and also commitment to sustainability. Thank you for your attention. I now pass the floor to the MC.
Thank you, Miss Anna, for the insightful knowledge that you have shared with us. Now, we will move to the Q&A section. Dear audience, you may type your question into the comment section. Remember to mention which university are you from when you are asking your question. Grab this opportunity to ask any question regarding palm oil, health, or sustainability from our speakers. Are there any questions from you guys? While waiting for the questions, we actually collected some questions from TAUC students through the registration form. So I will ask it now. Okay. The first question is, do you look positive towards palm oil after 10 years? Miss Anna, would you like to answer this?
Okay, so basically this question is about the outlook of the palm oil industry within the next 10 years. Actually, looking at the global demand for oils and fats, palm oil is expected to meet this demand, and is expected to be the the major oils and fats. Therefore, I would see this as a positive note for the Malaysian palm oil industry.
All right. Thank you, Miss Anna. So we can moving on to the next question. A question asked by Xian Li, he's from TAUC, he or she. So he asked that, how can the machinery be used to counter the overwhelming negative press about palm oil?
Okay, maybe I can answer that. So you're talking about machinery here, talking about the means and ways of how we counter or how we react to this negativity or negative press about palm oil. So one is that right now, as you can see, the Malaysian government has initiated a what you call the WTO or World Trade Organization dispute complaints against EU. This is on the EU trade and palm oil. And then the Malaysian government also continues to engage with these European countries, government of these European countries, to talk about the European Union ban and yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss Anna. So the next question asked from Kevin. He is from Thai UC Penang. So he asked that, what if our HDL inside our blood is very high or too high? Will it harm body? Miss Anna, would you like to answer this?
Oh, maybe Lucas can answer that.
I can answer this. Hi, Kevin. Good questions from you. Thank you very much. So, thanks a lot for this about HDL. So, HDL, we know it's a good cholesterol. So, inside the body, is very high or too high, will it harm our body? Actually, there is a range. But from my experience, so far, we don't really, I would say I would say, how we say, the percentage is very little. There is a person that have high HDL, because very hard to achieve such a high HDL one, because HDL is not only from food, actually it's our body synthesis as well. So if you ask me, for now the case, the best is you boost your HDL as high as possible, okay, from our diet and from our exercise as well. It can really help us to reduce the risk of getting heart blockage. Okay,
thank you, Mr.
Hope that
Lucas.
can answer your question.
Okay, moving on to the next question. And Hanafi asked that, how much fat should we consume in a day? Mr. Lucas, would you like to answer this?
Okay, sure, no problem. Hi, Hanafi. Good questions. So, how much fat should we consume in a day? So actually, for us, there is a guideline, but this is just a general one. So for us, usually dietitian, how much fats like we will prescribe to our client is we will base on your lifestyle and we will base on your body condition. Then we will recommend you a recommended range of this oil consumption for you. So actually, for general people, we will recommend 8 to 10 teaspoons per day. Okay, 8 to 10 teaspoons per day. This is for general, okay, general adults. So we also need to determine your health condition as well. Okay, so hope that I have answered your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Any more questions from the floor? I think I will proceed with just now the question from Thai UC first. So the another question is, will palm oil lead to heart attack? Mr. Lucas, do you have anything?
Okay. Yes. Yeah, a lot of people, like just now, Miss Anna have said that a lot of people were saying, hey, palm oil will lead to heart blockage, will lead to heart attack. Okay, so at the end, we see is the general amount of fats. So it's actually not all fats are created equally. We need to see the type of fats we choose and the amount of it. So today, we want to have a healthy heart. We need to make sure we choose the right fats, which means we should be more emphasized on unsaturated fat as well as saturated fat, and we need to avoid trans fat. At the same time, we need to know the amount. We cannot say that, oh, this fat is good. Then a lot of people, they have this practice is like, oh, this fat is good. I drink oil every morning. Do you heard of that before? I drink oil every morning, empty stomach. Oh, that is a wrong practice. If you're having too much of fats, a good fat, when it's too much of it in the body, it will burden our system and it will change to LDL, bad fat. Then it will clot our body, our heart. Okay? Hopefully I answer your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Moving on to the next question from YJ Tan. She is from Thai UC. May I ask that, is glycogen storage disease patient able to consume palm oil? If can, what kind of cooking ways are suitable for them? If not, what kind of oils are suitable to them? Mr. Lucas?
Yes, I'll answer this. Hi, YJ Tan. Okay, so this is you ask for yourself or on behalf of other people? maybe you can let me know lah. So it's okay, but while we're waiting for a reply, I'll just answer this first. Glycogen storage disease actually is a rare disease, or I would say it's like we call autoimmune disease. Okay, and it is what we call very rare in Malaysia as well. So if you have this disease, no problem, you can still consuming your oil, because about glycogen storage is more about carbohydrates. So if you talk about carbohydrates part, then that part you need to control. But if you talk about oil, yes, you can consume palm oil. Go ahead. Yes, because we need your body still need fats to function well. Okay, you need this amount of good fat, this antioxidant from palm oil. Yes, you can use it for your cooking, no problem. Okay, YJ? On behalf of others, yes, no problem with that.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. I think I still proceed to the next question from TAYUC. Okay, what supplements palm oil to make its nutrition even better? Mr. Lucas, do you have anything to talk about that?
Okay, so a lot of people said, then how do I supplement? Do you mean that how do I supplement my diet with this palm oil, right? How do I get the benefit of it? Okay, so palm oil, yes, we see the good balance of the oil profile and it has antioxidant. But how do we supplement with it? You no need to have, you cook, you eat normal meal already, then you purposely drink, okay, drink oil, you don't need to do that, okay? That is will cause excessive fats. Excessive fats later will put on weight, then you have a high risk of heart disease. No. You just include palm oil in your daily cooking, then it will be fine. Okay?
Thank you, Mr. Lucas.
Yes.
Moving on to the next question from Sing Hui Pang. Okay. Hi from TAYUC Penang. Just recently heard about red palm oil. Any much difference between red palm oil and palm oil? Mr. Lucas.
Okay. Hi, Xin Hui Ping. Okay, yeah. Just now explained the difference between the palm oil and the red palm oil. Actually, for the red palm oil and palm oil, the fat profile is more or less the same. Okay, they have 50% of unsaturated fat and 50% of the saturated fat. The only main difference, what makes the red palm oil is so red color than the normal palm oil, is the provitamin A carotenoids. Okay, so these carotenoids, where can you find it? You see tomato, is it red color? Carrot, is it red and orange color? The food that become red and orange color, actually is not just the color itself. It's what we call the antioxidant, which is the carotenoid, make the food become red or orange color. So you see, why the red palm oil is red in color is because of the content of the carotenoid. So there is a difference. If you want to have a higher antioxidant to make your body aging slower, then you can have red palm oil to add into your salad. Okay? Yes, that's very good.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Moving on to the next question. Putri Mega, can you explain more about plantation spraying a carbon sink? Miss Anna, would you like to answer this?
Okay, so oil palm tree, similar to any other trees, they are also act as a carbon sink. So it's just what do you call it, an example of any other trees. So they are also a carbon sink.
All right. Thank you, Miss Anna. Okay, next question. Hannah Sophie, hi. In what way is the palm oil industry sustainable compared to other oil industry? Miss Anna, pass to you again.
Okay, so one simple answer is that you know that palm oil is the world's first sustainable oil crop. So in that way, itself, it explains a lot on how sustainable the palm oil industry as compared to all other industry. We also have sustainability schemes for other crops like what you call soybean as well, but palm oil so far is the most receives the most scrutiny, but also is the most sustainable compared to other crops.
Thank you, Miss Anna. Kevin again from TAYUC. So he asked that if a person is underweight, can palm oil help them to gain weight? Mr. Lucas, would you like to answer this?
Yes, I'm happy to. Okay, so hi Kevin. Okay, so you're asking if a person underweight, so if palm oil can help. Okay, so if a person underweight or overweight, actually it's back to our overall diet. It's not only like palm oil, it will help. Okay, my advice is if the person is underweight or overweight, please see a dietitian. Then we will correct your overall. Palm oil for sure, it will play a part of it because fats, no matter what, it still have a calorie. It will contribute it. So no matter what, how to include into a diet because it's very personalized. I also need to see how's your background will be. So if you ask me, can palm oil help? Yes, it will help, but we focus more about on the general diet itself. Okay. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas.
Yes.
Joshua Kifu, sorry. If got fatty liver, do palm oil helps? Mr. Lucas, would you like to answer
Okay,
this?
can. Hi, Joshua. Okay, so fatty liver can palm oil helps. Okay, so for a person have fatty liver, we need to trace back because if a person have fatty liver, it may have a history of like cholesterol or diabetic problem. We need to check back on that. We need to solve the root cause from there. On top of that, those who have fatty liver, from my experience, they are like this high fried food, deep fried food. So if you say, oh, palm oil do help, yes, it will slightly help, but then we must see the portion, and again, the portion, the choice of it. So even if you are having, if it's help, you cannot consume excessively. But for me, fatty liver is besides about oil, there's a lot of ways to help it out as well. Okay, but if you say you have a mild fatty liver or you have fatty liver problem, if you're asking me, can I consume palm oil? Yes, you can, but with a controlled amount.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Moving on to the next question. Aaron Teo, hi from TAIUC. Did the oil palm plantation destroy the ecology and animal shelter? Miss Anna.
Yeah. Hi, Aaron. Thanks for the question. Just like any other human development, you're talking about opening up or deforestation for human settlements, for opening up cities, also for agricultural uses, there will be a certain amount of destruction towards ecological as well as wildlife. However, rest assured that the palm oil industry is doing its best in making its plantation wildlife friendly. So in one way, we have this what you call high conservation value forests. We retain that. We also help to connect, or rather connect all these fragmented forests in order to create wildlife corridor. And then we also help to retain riparian buffers. All these methods would help in creating a oil palm or wildlife friendly oil palm plantations.
Thank you, Miss Anna. It looks like we have covered all of our questions. Due to time constraint, I will end the Q&A session now. So thank you so much, Mr. Lucas and Miss Anna, for answering the question. And I would like to say goodbye to both of you. Thank you so much for being here and thank you for the sharing. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, students from TAIUC and AIMST University for joining us today. We really appreciate your participation. Hope that everyone has learned something take away from both of our speakers. Before you go, as you can see, there are 2 QR codes on the screen. Please scan the QR code from your own university to record your attendance. That's all from me. Thanks again for joining our webinar today. Goodbye and stay safe.